Hello everyone, this is Professor J. Kim. Today we're going to create 4 different abstract logo animation using Adobe Animate. If you haven't used the Adobe Animate before, it is okay. I'm going to direct you step by step, no rush, just to follow my instruction, then you're gonna make it. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel, hit the like button, and set the alarm for my latest video. And let's get started. Okay, so first, please download these 4 abstract logos from the link I provided in my description. So these are the Illustrator files. Now, let me open new Animate Adobe Animate file. I'm not gonna change anything. So 640 by 480 pixels is a default size, 30 frame rate, and then platform type HTML5 canvas. Then create it. So it's a new one. Now, back to Animate file, I mean the Illustrator file, sorry. Select the first one, select all, and copy. Then Command C or copy and back to Adobe Animate and paste it in the very first keyframe. Command V or edit, paste in center. Please make sure you check paste using AI file importer preferences. Okay. So we have this. Now let me zoom in a little bit because there are multiple pieces. So I'm going to group them. So each stripe has their 2 pieces. Select the first one inside, hold down the Shift key, add a selection, and Command G, group them. Or under Modify menu and group. Command G. Same way, my second stripe. Select the middle one, hold down the Shift key, click on the outer one, and Command G. Green one, hold down the Shift, Command G. Last one, the blue triangle, hold down the Shift, and Command G. Okay, so let me double click my hand tool so I can fit the window. Then select everything using just the regular selection tool. Select everything. Then go to Modify menu, Timeline, Distribute to Layers. And then what's going to happen is there are 4 groups of the other bar. Orange, purple, green, and blue. You see that? So now each one has the other different layer. Okay, so we are almost there. Okay, now hold down the select the frame number 10. Hold down the Shift key. Click on the frame number 10 on the bottom layer and insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Not blank keyframe or frame, just a keyframe. Now select the bottom layer. Hold down the Shift key. Click on top. Then place your mouse cursor somewhere in the middle, any layer or in any section. Hold down the Control key or right click and click. Create Classic Twin. Okay, see? Now my plan is I want to have my red bar and the orange bar on the bottom first, and the second layer from the bottom, purple, green, and blue, triangle last. So what I'm gonna do is, on my very first keyframe, select the bottom layer. I'm gonna select this. Let me move this up somewhere here. Okay. Now, purple on the very first keyframe, opposite direction. And the third one, the green one, I'm gonna move up, not too much. And the bottom one, I'm not gonna change it at this point. Okay. And then still my playhead is on my very first keyframe. Select everything. Okay. And then Once you select everything on your screen, you will see that in your properties panel, there's a color effect. Click on this drop-down menu, choose the alpha. So this is gonna happen, see? This happens. And then, on my very first keyframe, we didn't change anything for my triangle. So what I'm gonna do is, let me select the very first keyframe on top layer, which is the triangle layer. Let me choose my free transform. Place your mouse cursor, hold down the shift key, and I'm gonna make it just bigger, like this. So what's gonna happen is, just like this. So it is okay already, okay? But I want to give some kind of little bit different timeline, time duration, like a time gap. So first one, the orange bar, I'm not gonna touch anything. The purple one, select the layer. You will see the entire layer, the whole segment is selected in blue. Keep pressing your mouse button and drag it to the right about 5 more frames. Green bar, 5 more. Blue triangle, 5 more. So this will happen. Okay, but the problem is, as you can see, at the end, we only see the blue triangle. So I need to keep other bars. So since the 25 is the kind of last keyframe for now, so highlight the frame number 25 on the second layer, hold down the shift key, click on the frame number 25 on the bottom layer, then insert the keyframe. So watch. See? We're all set. Let me test the movie on the control menu. Test the movie in browser. Okay, but the problem is by default it will just keep looping just like this. So I want to make it stay a little longer. So let me go back to my Adobe Animate, and then in the timeline, let me assign maybe 3 more seconds, something like that. So it is almost a 1-second animation. So I'm going to highlight frame number 120, which is the 4-second mark. Hold down the shift key, click on the bottom layers, frame number 120, and insert keyframe. So what's going to happen is, once this animation is completed, it will stay 3 more seconds and will play again. So let's see. On the control menu, test the movie in browser. 1, 2, 3, again. See? Okay. 2, 3 again. Okay. So the animation number 1 is done. It's like this. Now, back to here. Let me choose this one. Logo number 2. Just copy. Command C. And then go back to Adobe Animate. I'm going to make another new file. Same 640 by 480, 30 frame rate, HTML5 canvas, and create it. And paste it. Edit, paste in center. Same checking. Pasted using AI file importer preferences. Okay, now let me zoom in. As we did for the first one, each piece has 2 parts. So I'm going to do the same thing. Select the middle one, hold down the shift key, big purple, and Command G. Group them. Let me repeat the same steps for each piece. Command G, then U, Command G, select, hold down the shift click, Command G, select the middle one, hold down the shift click, Command G, select, shift click, Command G. See? So there are 6 big groups. Let me zoom out. Now select everything like we did. Go to Modify menu, Timeline, Distribute to Layers. See? Now highlight the frame number 10 on top layer. Hold down the shift key. Click on the bottom layer's frame number 10, like we did. So we're repeating kind of the same routine. Insert the keyframe. Now select the top bottom layer, hold down the shift key, click on top layer so we can select all the layers at a time. Hold down the control key and click somewhere, anywhere. Make sure you're selecting everything. Control, click or right click and create classic twin. See? So all twins are applied. Then, now place your playhead to the very beginning. Now select everything. Choose your free transform tool. I'm going to make it slightly bigger. So hold down the shift key, make it bigger, about this size, and let me rotate counterclockwise 45-degree angle. So let me hold down the shift key. So once you approach your mouse cursor close to this corner point, you see that? So that means that we can rotate it. Hold down the shift key so we can rotate 45 degree, just like that. Okay. Do not release it yet. And now go to color effect, choose alpha down to 0. So this will happen. Watch. See? Okay. And then now I want to give some kind of different speed. So let me highlight the first keyframe, all first keyframes. And then in your properties panel, you will see that ease option. I'm going to increase it up to 100. That's the maximum value. So it's going to be kind of getting faster or slower. Okay, it happens so quick, but it happens. And then from the very beginning, bottom layer, I'm not going to change the bottom layer. So like we did from the very first one, select the second layer. I'm going to move it to the right, 5 more frames. Next one, 5 more. Next one, 5 more. Next one, 5 more. And the next, 5 more. And then highlight the frame number 35, the last keyframe on the second layer from the top. Hold down the shift key, click on the bottom layers, insert the keyframe, and watch. Isn't it cool? And also, I want to make it stay a little longer. So it is almost 1 second animation, so maybe 4 second total. So hold down the shift key, highlight the frame number 120 on top layer first, hold down the shift key, and click on the frame number 120 on the bottom layer. Then insert the keyframe. And let me test the movie. Control, test movie in browser. And watch. 1, 2, 3. See? 1, 2, 3. That's cool. Okay, so number 2 is done. Now, back to Illustrator. Number 3, it's going to be really simple. Select your logo. Copy your logo. And now, back to Adobe Animate. Let me create another new file. Same setting, 640 by 480, 30, and the HTML5 canvas created. And the timeline, and paste it, center. Paste in center. Okay, so now let me zoom in. Now same thing. Each piece has the kind of multiple pieces. So this purple part, select this, hold down the shift key, this lighter one, this big one, and there's another small one, and group them, Command G. So it comes front, it's okay, don't worry about it. Now select light orange, hold down the shift key, and outer orange by holding down the shift key and Command G. It comes back. Same thing. Middle one, the big one, Command G. Let me zoom out. Select everything. Go to Modify, Timeline, Distribute to Layers. Okay, so this time I'm going to assign it a little longer, so like a 5 more frames, like a 15. Hold down the shift key. So all frame number 15, all layers, insert the keyframe. Now select the bottom layer, hold down the shift key and click on the top layer. Once everything's in blue, hold down the control or right click somewhere in the middle and create classic twin. Okay, now rewind it back to the beginning. This purple one, I'm gonna move it to somewhere here. Okay, and this one, the second one, I'm gonna move it to somewhere here. Or maybe somewhere here. Okay, now select the second one, the first keyframe of the second layer. I'm going to move it to somewhere here. Okay, now select the top one, the first keyframe. I'm going to move even further, somewhere there. Okay, so this will happen. Watch. Just like this. Okay. Now, on my very first keyframe, I'm going to select everything. I'm going to change it and just color effect, alpha. So this happens. Okay. And on my second layer, highlight the second layer. I'm going to move it to the right just a little bit. And your second one, the last one on top, 25. And highlight the frame number 25 on the second layer. Hold down the shift key. Same layer so we can keep the same timeline. Insert the keyframe. So this will happen. Okay, now same way I'm gonna make it stay a little longer up to 4-second mark. So 120, hold down shift key and the bottom, insert the keyframe. Let me test the movie. Control test the movie in browser. 3 seconds stay. And yes, 1, 2, 3, and again. Okay, so it's good. Okay, now the last one, number 4. So select here your number 4 logo, abstract logo, copy, and go back to Adobe Animate, and let's create a new file as we did. So basically we are repeating the same steps in different way. 640 by 480, 30 frame rate, HTML5 canvas. Create it. Okay. And let me paste it center. Okay. So we don't have to group them because they are all just one individual triangles. So now make sure you select everything. Go to Modify menu, Timeline, Distribute to Layers. See? Now, highlight the frame number 10 on top layer. Hold down the Shift key. Click on the frame number 10 on the bottom layer. So we select all frame number 10. Insert keyframe. Now select the layer. Click on the layer. Hold down the shift, click on the top layer now. So everything's in blue. Then hold down the control or right click somewhere, anywhere, in any layer and any frame. Then create classic twin. So it applies the other classic twin at a time. Now it's time to change the kind of a position and then just angle, just like that. Now, rewind your playhead to the very beginning. Now choose free transform tool from your toolbox. So from now on, from here, move it to there, any location, and change the angle. Any location, change the angle, just randomly. Any location, and go. You can move it out of stage like this. It's okay. This way. Maybe you there. Up. Just to rotate it. You go there. I just keep using the free transform tool. So one day we'll be done. Out of stage. Somewhere here. You go there. Go up here. Go there. And go there. Okay, so watch. This happens. Okay, but it is not that kind of exciting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rewind it to the very beginning, and let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, then make sure your playhead is on the very first keyframe. Now select everything. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger using my free transform tool. Hold down the shift key. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, like that. And also let me change the alpha value to 0. So it's gonna be getting smaller, rotating, and fading in at the same time. See? So that's pretty cool. But it happens so quick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give some more kind of a dynamics. So from the very beginning, so it doesn't matter. So what I'm gonna do is select each layer. I'm gonna move it just a little bit, just like that. I don't know which one I'm moving now. It doesn't have to be any certain order, just like that. So I don't know which one comes first. So select the layer, move the entire segment, just like this. It's gonna be more interesting and more dynamic. I'm not gonna change this one. So like that, like that, like this. So it's gonna be kind of a randomly ordered animation. Maybe you there, and you go there. Now watch. It's pretty cool. So very last keyframe is in just 1 second. See? So let me select this keyframe, frame number 30, which is 1 second mark. Hold down the shift key so I can keep all the same timeline. Insert the keyframe. Now from here to here, insert keyframe. From there to the bottom, insert keyframe. The important thing is you need to keep the same timeline. See? It is like a debris, like a particle effect. Okay, same way. I'm gonna make it stay a little longer, up to 4 second mark, 120, like we did. Shift and the bottom, insert the keyframe. So we're all set. Go to Control, Test Movie in browser. Watch. 1, 2, 3, again. 1, 2, 3, again. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, so that's it. So we made the kind of the 4 different the abstract logo animation. So this is the last one, it's a backward, and then this is the one we did. Okay, and this is the one, the rotating one. This was the second one, and this one. This was the first one we did. Color bars and triangles. Okay, So I hope you enjoy these 4 different abstract logo animation using Adobe Animate, and you can use it for your future project. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.